when we were building up to the first lockdown back in March, we were terrified and gobsmacked. You just think, it's one of those things you think, what, it's not going to happen to us. And then it did, and it happened to the world, and it's the stuff of cinema. The amount of films that are about pandemics, global pandemics, and suddenly we have one. So we were just dumbstruck, and we didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't know how long we were going to close for, and whether our jobs were going to be safe, whether we were going to be able to go back to work, what was going to happen. Coming back to a cinema full of stock that is completely out of date is no good to anybody. So we had this big flash sale where we had to just sell off like popcorn and sweets and pop and everything and just get it out of the building. Like, we called it a home cinema pack. To begin with, I was absolutely terrified at the prospect of losing my job. I've been here about 10 years, and I've got a very good relationship with this place and the town, and I'd be devastated if I lost. It's not just so much losing my job, just I'd be devastated if Penrith lost this cinema. During the first lockdown, I was not privy to any conversation that concerned us maybe closing our doors for good. In fact, I feel it was everyone's primary goal to make sure that we were definitely going to come out of lockdown and reopen and be as safe as possible. There was a lot of, we needed to up our game in regards to safety. So plastic shielding was put up, there's hand sanitizer ports all over the place, there's spacing in the screen, so we can't sell as many tickets as we once did, but however, that's not a problem. Because safety is the most important thing. We have made it as safe as can possibly be, and then it is down to the public to also be safe and responsible when they come in. So when we reopened after the first lockdown, there was a lot of very, very positive things on social media. We had a lot of support virtually. But those numbers weren't translating into ticket sales. Now, one big problem was the distributors don't want to release the big films. And we had to find other films to fill the gaps. So smaller, more independent ones, classic films. We showed a lot of things, but the fear was still there, and people didn't want to come out and risk their health on sort of a quirky independent film, I guess. So we had to really hammer home with people that if you don't come and support us now, you're going to lose us. The month leading up to the second lockdown that we didn't know was coming again, business picked up massively. Each week we just got better and better and better. And that was just, once again, the public support coming out to help us. But once again, although we were busy, we were still safe. I mean, we implemented a few good ideas. There was a thing where you can hire the screen out. That has been very successful. When that was launched, every day there was like 30 emails coming in for people wanting to book the screen. People want to get back to some kind of normality. And it's when people come in and they have such a good time, and seeing a film on the big screen again, people then realise they've missed it. There is an argument that why should they let these films even bother passing through the cinema when you can just get them directly to come to your home? Now, I personally think that's a ridiculous concept, because no filmmaker is thinking, yeah, let's make a film for your phone. And if they are, it's a specific thing. You want to come to a place where you can just watch a film, and that's all you're there to do. And it's just a big screen experience that no matter how you modify your living room, it's still your living room, and all the distractions that are in your living room is still in there. So I think there's still as much of an argument for cinema as there's ever been. I've said a couple of times that the people, and myself included, want what we would consider normality to come back. But I do feel, in a strange way, that we've learned a lot this year. I think everyone's learned a lot about themselves. And I think what we ultimately need to learn is that we're all, the world is stronger as a unit, working together, helping people, not sort of separating and looking at people differently because of nationality and race. It all needs to be one world working together, helping everybody, which obviously transcends the cinema and everything like that. I just can't, I will not be able to accept it that if things return to normality and we've learned absolutely nothing from this.